This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Jackson. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football. An early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
It's past the 35. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. And the Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Miami.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Heading left after the handoff. Tackled, but 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The Hurricanes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Throws to the tight end. Oh, that one's picked off. It's a short return to make the tackle at 25. What a play for this defense.
Sloppy conditions with this rain. A lot of times I feel like if you got a quarterback that can handle the ball, it can help you out. But here you can see the ball just gets away from him, goes up into the air, and the defense sees it, comes up with an early interception.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Tailback takes the handoff again. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. What a grab by the junior. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. On the run, it's Barry. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle's made quickly, but that's a big gain. Ball moves to the 35-yard line.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Back to throw. It's Murphy. Grab down the middle. It's Durham. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here, in the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He cannot escape. It's a sack. At first down, sack, a surprise. It moves him back into fringe field goal range. What can they do on 2nd and long? Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Barry. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay with him in man coverage. Very tough to do.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now they're running on the toss. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. The field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. They begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Back to pass. It's Johnson. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
He'll hand it off. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
He's brought down out at the 46. The Canes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Here's the second down play. Press coverage now from the secondary. And the single back takes the handoff. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Johnson. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Touchdown, Miami. Great connection there for 6 points.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Ball handed off. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, looking to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
They'll run it here. He breaks free. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The Hurricanes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Headed for the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. First down, looking to throw the football. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Contact as he let the ball go. Catch made along the right sideline. Good job to keep the foot in bounds. That's a nice gain. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the single back takes the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? That's reeled in. It's Anderson. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Miami 14, LSU 3.
And the Canes will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They need to get things going here in the 3rd quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Makes the catch. It's Parker. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. To the air. It's Murphy. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, the defense was all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this third quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a fourth down. You look at that scoreboard, you almost start to wonder, should I go for this?
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's reeled in. It's Anderson. He'll earn the first down, but paid for it with a hard hit.
This coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Important second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments off what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Hurricanes come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. They'll try to run for the first down. The Canes moving quickly down the field here.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Moves out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Running with purpose. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Give it to the back again. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it's been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Touchdown, Canes. And the defense joins the scoring party now. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. Now, let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Oh, and he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LSU. Goes strong into the end zone. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, crew.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Looking for some space. Here's Jackson. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. As we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Design quarterback run. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Trying to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. And they do pick up 1st down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
And that's going to be a 1st down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
leaning on the run game here late. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Offense getting set. It's second down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press cover. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. The last thing they could afford. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Chris, the defense does exactly what they needed to get back into this game. It's a two-possession game. With this interception and a quick score, they're right back in it.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Sperry. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. The shotgun handoff here. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Locates the tight end who's completed. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. It's a new set of downs, and it's first and goal for the offense. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Chris, they did what they had to do with this touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
Now the try for the two-point conversion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for two. Great throw.
Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. It's a run to the left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.